Hi everyone and welcome to Trades of the Week. I trust you're having an amazing week so far. And in today's edition, we're going to be speaking about some really interesting stuff that is happening in the market. And I do tend to say that every single time, I'm sure. But what we're going to talk about today is what is happening in the market. What is the kiss of death? And does that mean the end for the crypto market, or is it the beginning of the new bull market? What cryptocurrency do we believe, based on the fundamentals, that will be one of the top performing cryptos in the coming bull market as well? Well, in today's edition of Trades of the Week, you will find out. But before we start, there is something really exciting and important I need to tell you. For you to receive the trade of the week, the crypto of the week, the market update of the week, please become an insider in our Investment Mastery Facebook group. So become an IM insider. Press the link below, join the Facebook group now. It's totally free, so you can be ahead of the game and ahead of the market. So with that being said, let's dive into it. Let us start with the buffaloes, shall we? So what has happened in the buffalo market since last time we spoke? Well, the HE, Hawaiian Electric Industries, has really been shooting through the roof and just kept going up together with the market, leaving our stop loss, which we had at break even. So we kind of got out with a 0% profit, but not a loss either. So this is the importance to really manage your trades. You do not, write this down, you do not want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade, which we avoided by getting our stop loss down. So that's not a loss, fortunately, but it's not a win either. But that's how it goes. No emotions. The next one is ADT. ADT Inc. We came into this awesome, but then we get stopped out. So that's a boo. So not much to learn there. We had a nice looking trend, and the market just head down a little bit in the shorter term. We then brought the rest of it with it. So not much to do there, 1% loss. And then we have AutoZone as well. It's hovering above. Let me move this to the side a little bit. Oh, there we go. So this is actually hovering just above the stop loss we have at break even. So hopefully this will take us up to both a 1, 2, and 3% profit, but we will see. No emotions in there. And then we had BRDG as well. Last week we were slightly in profit, not really 1%, so we didn't get the stop loss down. And there we go, up it went and took us out at a 1% loss. Boo! This is why it's so important to be hedged, have some shorts and some longs, and hopefully when the shorts are going badly, then the longs will do a lot better. That is the intention. So before we go into the 3 new one we added, we need to discuss the market. So what happens in last week? Well, we had some numbers coming out. The US economy is looking fairly strong. Instead of 188,000 expected jobs, over 517,000 got added. Now what does this mean? Well, it means that more people have a job, more people getting a salary and supporting the economy, which is usually positive for the economy as well. And on that news, the market shot up, and the market went a bit bullish end of last week. Hence, the movement up in the market, taking our shorts out. But if the news would have been bad, we would probably have done really well with our short positions. So you just never know. And then we also get the rate hike. It was 25 basis points or 0.25%, just as expected. And we are seeing a slowdown in economy, inflation is going down. And this kind of metric, Goldman Sachs says that they don't think we're going to go into a recession. They said that since inflation has gone down, while the interest rates have slowed down as well, it's a really good sign. So we'll see if the Fed will pivot or if the Fed will actually keep going. I don't know. We will see. If they keep raising the rates, they might do. But what usually happens in a bear market or a recession is that inflation goes down, and then they'll stop stop increasing the interest rates. And what's happening is people start spending more, because they think now we're out of the woods. And then when they start spending more, then we get a speed up in the economy instead, which then makes the regulators or the Fed to raise the interest rates even more, which is going to drive the inflation up even more. So we'll see what's going to happen here. But basically, we are bullish in the short to medium term, and then longer term, we will see. We'll look at the market. But based on the news we got last week, we are bullish. So we'll see what happens. And for that, we're adding three different types of opportunities. We're adding 1 long and 2 shorts because we're already in a couple of long positions here. This is break even, so we're out of this. we are in this upward trending one. And we're also recalculating this downward trending one as well. So we have a good reward risk ratio there. And then we have PEP. It's around this is PepsiCo, PEP. It's around the entry point at the moment. We have a good reward risk ratio on this and a really nice looking range. So I think this one could be really good. Next one is STRO. It is at the bottom of the range. So we'll see what's going to happen here. But we do have a nice reward risk ratio on this one as well. So stop loss will go approximately there, 1% and beneath the candle. We have a nice upward trend. So let's see what happens. And then we're adding one short as well, which is SVI, SolarWinds Corporation. We are on a downward trend on this, and currently it's around the entry price. So do your analysis, but I think it's looking good with this red candle as well. We have a reward risk ratio of 3. And I mean, if this were to go down to its previous lows, we could be able to make a lot more, 6.6.4. And if you're new to the channel, what this means is for every $1 I'm risking, I could be able to make $6 or so. So that is really, really exciting and important as well. All right. So I think this is just the game of trading. It's all about probability. So write that down if you haven't. It's all about probabilities. So with that being said, that's it for the stock market in itself. And now it's time to move into the crypto market. So having a look at Bitcoin, I want to just get your attention to the moving averages. So if you have a look here at the moving average, then I'm going to put in the 200 daily moving average. So we can see that we're currently actually trading above the 200 daily moving average, which is really exciting. This is the first time since the 29th of December 2021 that we're actually above it. So what we believe is really probable at this point is that we will get maybe a move a little bit higher, but then down to roughly 20,000. And then maybe we go up from there. It's really to touch this level of support that the 200 daily moving average usually gives us. So I think that could be a really probable scenario for the super bullish crypto market that we're seeing at the moment. So really excited about the market, and let's see what happens. There are some news here coming out as well that I'm going to get to in a moment. But I also do want to bring your attention here to the US 30 and US. So all of them has really broken above their let's see here, broken above their 200 daily moving average, which is really exciting to see. And it usually indicates that the bear market could be over. This is the 200 simple moving average, represents the average move of the last 200 days. And what usually happens, as you can see, is it either acts as a resistance or as a support. So we could go down and test that again, but usually when we're above it, we're in a bull market if we look on the technical terms. And as you can see, after Corona, as soon as we went above, we crossed the 200-day moving average here, and then look what happened next. This is on the daily. So I do want to have a look on the weekly as well. As you can see, we're hovering above the weekly 200 moving average as well, which is also a really good sign. We bounced on that now on the Dow Jones. So let's see, as long as these holds, we are in a longer term bullish cycle, which is very exciting. But here is the kiss of death that I spoke about a bit earlier as well. So the kiss of death means that we could go up touching the 200 weekly moving average on cryptos and then go down. So what's really important here now is that we actually go and close above it and then go even higher. That is what's really important here, because otherwise we might fall a lot lower in crypto. So keep an eye out on the 200 weekly moving average, because that represents the average move of the last 200 weeks. So we'll see what's going to happen here, but I'm really excited about this. I do think we're going to go down to the 200 daily moving average and then up. And there's a few reasons for that. For example, the total locked value or total value locked in the crypto ecosystem has gone up 29% since December. And it just proves a lot of money is being thrown into the crypto ecosystem despite the bear market we're in. And yes, the price has also gone up since December, which is really nice to see as well. And Filecoin, that is a coin we have invested into. This is just another piece of news here. But Filecoin, we believe, is a really good project. And we have invested all the way down to a 95% drop, and it's now up quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. But they actually cut 21% of their staff recently, just because they, according to, like with a lot of other tech companies, Amazon, Google, Facebook, just to decrease their costs, which is a good thing for the company in itself. And then I want to remind you here about cryptocurrency tax. It is coming up. We do need to pay taxes on cryptos depending on where you are in the world. But the mistake most people do with taxes is that they actually reinvest their profits. And because for every transaction that you do, Bitcoin versus Ethereum, Bitcoin versus other coins, you need to pay tax if it's a profit. And what a lot of people do, they have their crypto portfolio go up from 10,000 to 100,000 in 2020, 21, and then in the bear market, they reinvested all of their profits, but they forgot they needed to pay tax on the money. So make sure you prepare for taxes and that you take the money out. So if you have not written that down, make sure you do. So I hope you made really good profits, of course, in the last crypto market as well. So what do you think, by the way? Do you think we're going to approach the kiss of death and really then wave goodbye to the crypto market? Or do you think we'll break above it and maybe use the 200 daily moving average as a support? Comment below. I would love to find out. And I want to just look at Matic as well. That's one of the cryptos we're looking at this week, because Matic is really showing amazing progress. It is the number one layer 2. It's, let me see here. It's so much bigger, right? It's 3 times as big as its rivals, the other layer 2 protocols out there. And it's actually twice as big as the closest layer 1s, like Avalanche, Phantom. It's twice as big as those, serving over 359 D apps on it. And the network has more developer than its closest L1 rivals as well, which then is Avalanche and Phantom. Now, dApps such as Aave, Uniswap, they've actually migrated over as well to Matic, as well as they are on Ethereum as well. So it's a really growing ecosystem, and I believe if you want to invest, we invested all the way down here. We're closing up into profits here as well, but I would wait for at least a 20% drop on this before I would dig my teeth into this company as well. And I think we are following this closely, the SEC case with the Liberty, because what's happening here is that the SEC is claiming that Liberty is a security, and if they win, this is kind of a battle between the whole security market, because if they win, it's going to send important signals to the XRP case as well. For those of you who are new, XRP is also in discussions with the SEC that they are a security. And let's see what happens. I think they'll get a slap on the wrist, pay $100 million, and then they're out of the wood. No one loses face. So we think that's what's going to happen. In January, as well as the TVL, NFTs have seen massive adoption. So the NFT sales rose to over 947 million in January, and that's a 38% increase from December as well. Going quite hand in hand with the TVL we spoke about earlier. So I think as well that the NFT space has really grown since the last bear market, when they were really wild west. We'll see what's going to happen, but I think it's going to mature during the next bull market as well. That is what we think. So based on all this that is happening in the market, I think the crypto to be focusing on is definitely Matic and even Bitcoin. It's really, when you look at the adoption and the implementing new functions with smart contracts, we think it's still the King Kong of the crypto world, of course, as well. But I think it's going to be really exciting to see how Matic performs in the next bull market. Now, one crypto to keep an eye out for, and that we are a little bit hesitant of, is Aptos. Why is that? Because Aptos, they're going to release a ton of tokens towards the end of 2023. What usually happens when they release locked tokens that people own, they're going to sell it and dump the market and dump the price. So watch out for end of 2023 when that might happen. So last but by no means least, I just want to head into, so just in summary there, right? We're bullish on the crypto market and stock market, but we do think we might have a pullback in the near term. So be ready for that and have some fresh money on the sidelines if you're looking to buy into some of these projects. And then looking at some of these stocks that we're in. So on Barrick's Gold, it gapped down, boo, but we got a profit of 8%. So well done if you were in that. That happens sometimes. I'm really happy with 8%. AXP, we still have the stop loss at plus 15% on that. That is really good. DOV, we're putting the stop loss at plus 20% on that one. So it's also really good. Tesla, we are raising the stop loss to 50% profit, which is awesome. I cannot wait to take profits on that as well. So, and then we have Johnson & Johnson, like we spoke about last time, was down more than 10%. So if you want to get into a really good quality company, this is it. But the one I want to highlight for today is Nvidia. It's up quite a bit, but I think in the pullback, it's very likely it's going to come down minus 20%. As many of you know, AI is such a big thing nowadays, right? It's a really big thing. And I think that at Nvidia, they actually create the semiconductors for powering AI tech. So it basically means if AI is going to become really large, well, then you will probably have a product from Nvidia supporting the AI. So we think Nvidia will have exponential growth with the AI market as well. So if Nvidia goes down 20%, we're definitely buyers in this. We're not going to buy now. We're going to wait for a 20% drop, as we do with investments. We never want to invest at the all-time high or the highest point, the current highest point. Because from the all-time high, it's still down roughly 40%. So this could be a really good opportunity. Now, we also want to mention one other one, which is XOP. So XOP is a oil company actually. And this company here is currently from its high down 18%. So we're going to be looking at buying this one as well as soon as it goes down 20%, because oil, like it or not, we're going to need it for the next couple of years. So I think it's a safe bet to make money. Now XOP is an ETF, an oil ETF, which means that they are diversifying into many different companies, which is awesome. So it's very unlikely they're going to go to zero. But one company to avoid is actually H&M. And I mean, I'm from Sweden. It's Hennes and Mauritz is the name of it. And it's a Swedish company. But apparently their profits fell 87% since same time last year. Not great. So I know they suffered a lot during Corona, but now as well. So I would definitely not look to be buying Hennes and Mauritz anytime soon. And the only reason being, like Warren Buffett says, if you could only own, for example, 10 companies, which would it be? Well, I would any day choose Nvidia over Hennes and Mauritz, just to give you an example, because they're keeping up with technology as well. So I hope that makes sense for you, and I hope you think that's exciting as well. So the question I want to ask you is, what VCAs are you getting into, or what stocks are you getting into? So before we wrap up for today, I do want to just have a look at the results here. We have minus 2% on Buffalo, leaving our results at 65.2%, which is still pretty good, I would say. But we want to have more, of course. So I say boo, minus 2%. But VCA, we locked in 8% on the money invested, so that takes it up to 2,144% profit. Cryptocurrencies, we're down on that portfolio, but we have locked in some profits from earlier. And just you wait until the crypto bull market comes. Those numbers will go up exponentially and dramatically as well. So with that being said, do not forget if you like and enjoy this video despite my accent, then press the like button and please comment below as well. Let us know what you would like to see. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get these notifications, and also the alarm bell so you get the notifications whenever we release a new video. So with that being said, also press the link below, join us, become an IM Insider, join the Facebook group, just because then you will get insider information, that's stock of the week, the crypto of the week, and also a market update. So from myself, the whole Investment Mastery family, I really appreciate that you, let's do that again. So from myself, the entire Investment Mastery family, I really hope you enjoyed today's edition of Trades of the Week, and I cannot wait to see you on next version of Trades of the Week.